Over the past year at this point, over 500,000 people have followed me on TikTok, and all of them have sent me so much bullshit. So to say that these kinds of videos aren't my first rodeo would be a massive understatement. I am slowly going insane. Please send help. And it's been a bit since I actually looked back at what people sent me instead of just, going through my For You page and picking videos. So let's look back and see what happens when you leave 500,000 people unsupervised for a month. Oh shit, I forgot to do the actual. Welcome back to the Void Cafe. I'm your host, Caraman. Be sure to comment what kind of coffee you like, and let's go in and see what you guys sent me today. Also, before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. It's free. Anyway.
Would you rather hear your son call his girlfriend mommy or your daughter call her boyfriend daddy? And this is loud and clear at the dinner table. The room goes silent before they say it. Now, to make things as horrible as possible, your son says it in a baby voice. Mommy, can you pass me the bread? And she just stops and stares at him for a second as if he forgot something. And he's like, oh, right. And then he pulls out a pacifier and puts it in his mouth and hits her with one of these. She's all like, there we go. Then she passes him the bread and she's like, who's my good little boy? I am. Mind you, his actual mommy is sitting at the table appalled. Now, as for the daughter, she's saying it real breathy and sensual. I'm not going to give you an example, but, She keeps saying it. That's the only pronoun she's addressing him. No he, him, or his, just daddy. She's like biting her lip in between daddies and looking him up and down. And the whole time, the boyfriend's just like, you wanna know why she calls me daddy? But he's straight up explaining it. Then she interrupts him and is like, Daddy, I can't cut my steak. So he picks up your daughter at the dinner table, places her in his lap, and then cuts the steak for her, all while she's kicking her feet and giggling. It's an evil world we live in.
Thank you for the thorough and authentic explanation. Okay, I actually needed that in order to get full context of the scenario so that way I can answer in the most responsible way I possibly can. Of course, with that being said, I'm very inclined to ask if abortion is still an option. I guess what I'm trying to say is, do I get the option to blow my brains out afterwards? Or do I have to live with the fact that I saw that and possibly go through years and years worth of therapy and then possibly doing it again in front of me? Can I rip my ears out? Or perhaps mutilate myself with the fork so that way I have some other kind of pain to focus on? Am I allowed to disown my child after that happens? How about this? We'll do it like this, all right? Hear me out. I got something called reverse adoption, bro. And listen, my family ain't gonna be treating me right? So like, why don't I just go get a new family, new family, new year, new me type shit, you know what I'm saying? Listen, they say that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, okay? That apple is in a whole other continent, okay? That ain't my goddamn apple no more, and that sure as hell ain't gonna be my tree. I will cut that bitch down and use every last bit of paper that I get from that motherfucker in order to change my identity and dip. And bro said the boyfriend about to be explaining why she's calling him daddy the whole time. I'm checking out after that one, bro. Like, I just ain't doing it no more. And I feel like the son one is slightly worse. You telling me all them years of training and raising just for you to come to my table and violate me in front of my food too? You just gonna disrespect me in front of the mashed potatoes? Speaking in the baby voice while your mother's right there across the table? I need you to understand that as a man in my head, I got a crazy dilemma going on in that exact moment. Come here. I can't fucking believe it. I cannot fucking believe that I let these motherfuckers stop me from destroying this entire goddamn planet. I said I love you to one person, and look where it got me. Instead of falling with bands, I'm bracing for her boyfriend bragging to me about her beef curtains. I gotta ask myself a question. When did this become me? You know what? Nah, it was never me. But I did make a mistake. I will be hitting that whole house with the Uchiha Massacre type treatment. It will be over. So like, are we allowed to talk about how that dog more likely than not swallowed half of that shit? That dog is about to shit out a whole forest. Man, this is the type of shit that I don't like. Y'all just keep recording this shit and post it on social media. That dog is in danger. Shit, I guarantee you he's swallowing half of that. Look at him. Look at it. Look at the way he's biting. You're just sitting there recording it. I do not like this. You're just casually having your dog do a life-threatening thing in front of you and you're just not doing shit about it to find nothing but wood in that motherfucker's stomach. Fellas, care for your animals, okay? Please do better. The last thing I want to see is a dog getting folded for a TikTok. Okay, you're in the kitchen with your head down, not really looking too good, AirPods in the ears. Let's see what you got going on. I'll be sending the kitchen disassembly package in the mail soon. You'll be getting it Friday. I see you painted over these cheeks with a fresh coat of ass. Fellas, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, right? If I was blind, this would be looking real good. It probably smells good too. I just have to smash my nose in with a cement block first. And man, let me tell you, the taste, man, when I rip my tongue out, oh my God, this shit gonna taste good. Oh yeah, fun fact, fellas, guess what that is? Go ahead, comment, take a guess. Take a guess what it is. Yeah, you haven't commented yet. You're not slick, come on, go ahead and comment. All right, now let me tell you, it's candy. Well, brownies to be more specific, in its past lives at least. Now it is gasoline. I have no idea how you fucked up this bad. You should be saying sorry to the dishes. And I get why you looking down at it like that too, bro. Man, I know exactly what's playing on in them AirPods too. Motherfucker said, I still see the menu in my room. Can't take back the cooking that came through. Hey, that shit look gas if you take away the G and add an extra S at the end. Listen, excuse my French, but c'est horrible. Ne cuisine plaisir mess. That means you did a good job. No, it doesn't. I did this cool new thing called lying. Let's get to the next video before they notice. Yeah, how about no? How about we don't do that? How about we all just like collectively lay off the cocaine and, you know, for like a solid 2 seconds? Are y'all bored? Like that's gotta be the reason why y'all doing this. You gotta be bored. I don't know what the fuck. See, this is why I'm not an alcohol person, okay? I feel like once you guys, you know, start trying a bunch of shit, you know, things just go off the rails very fucking quickly, and I can see it here. I don't know who the hell would want to drink some Kraft mac and cheese. Now here's a better idea for you, okay? Create an alcohol that works good with or tastes like donuts. Like I would love it if, you know, something like that, you know, I was able to drink it and then like it brought out more of the taste of the donut. And I know what you're asking, Karen, man, why are you so fixated on donuts right now? Okay, roll with me on this one. This is a Korean donut shop. I've been watching this entire time while editing this video. And admittedly, I am pretty fucking hungry, okay? But think of it like this. I'm not really that much of an alcohol person, but if I was gonna be an alcohol person, it would be something that would be able to match with this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you give me a drink that makes this taste 10 times better, I will become a professional D1 alcoholic. And you will not be seeing me at the rehab center at all. Like look at this. You can just see the care that was put into the fluff of this donut. It's soft, but it confronts you with a sweetness that only a mother could give you. Handcrafted to meet both the buyer and the seller's pinnacle of satisfaction. This is truly the foundation of a big back attack. And yeah, sure, your calorie level shoots up and your arteries clog. But you want to know what doesn't clog anymore? The river of dopamine that flows through your tiny little brain after you take one bite of them. Truly one of mankind's greatest creations. And there goes a jelly donut. All right, back to racism. Listen, shit like this makes me think that free will was a mistake. A shot of Kraft mac and cheese should put you in solitary confinement. And I kind of hate the fact that you're playing classical music over this too. It's such a high production look for something that probably tastes like dog shit. And now that I see that you're pouring the dust in there, I'm just thinking about the lonely box of mac missing its cheese. What a cruel world this is. Oh, and 2 bits of ice just to make it look like there's more in there than there actually is. Oh my god, this guy is actually professional. I'm gonna lie, chat. This looks good. Like I thought this was gonna put me on the toilet, but you know, actually I could down this and I wouldn't have any problems at all. It would be hilarious if he drank this and then he just kind of like spit it out in the background. May God himself have mercy on this man's bowel movements.
Yo, my girl said she was gonna make some burgers. Okay. Look at that patty though.
Dude.
Dog, you a little bit too nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's your girl. I get it. You don't want to hurt her feelings, but listen. That's what I'm here for. Hey, what's up? I'm Karen Man. Welcome to the Void Cafe. Watch this. That shit look like ass. Shit look dry as hell. Fuck the Krabby Patty. That shit the nappy patty. That shit the crappy patty. I'm gonna get aggressive if I see somebody serve me that shit. Nickname that motherfucker the Whack Me Patty. Got that shit looking like something that would appear in a Saw movie. Call that shit the Trap Me Patty. Mummified ass burger. Call that shit the Rap Me Patty. Run away from the table when I see it. I'm gonna call that shit the Lap Me Patty. Girl, that ain't even no burger. That's some light shit. Call that shit the Snacky Patty. Alright, cool. Now that I said all that, let me dial it back. Let me calm down. Them shits do look like chicken nuggets. That shit look like what Wingstop calls boneless chicken wings. By the way, I just want to put this out there. Comment if you agree with me real quick. Boneless chicken wings aren't a fucking thing. You got chicken wings and you got chicken nuggets. Stop playing with me. Cause like, listen up, fellas, listen, okay? What do you do with a boneless chicken wing, right? You take the chicken from the chicken wing and you mix it up and you put it into like a nugget kind of formation, right? Why is it still called a boneless chicken wing? It's a nugget. It's a fucking nugget. And you ain't gonna let me call it a chicken nugget, no, because you call it a boneless chicken wing so that way I can pay $3 more. That's why I'm ready to fix your shit up.
Can someone tell me how long I'm supposed to boil bread for it to turn to toast?
Okay, I see the problem here. So what you're doing is you're using an outside-in pot, okay? What you're supposed to be doing is using an inside-out pot, okay? Next, you want to get your dumb ass some dry water, okay? You're using some wet water right there. You can't do that. You're making toast. You gotta make it make sense out here. Then you want to boil it until it's cold. You gotta use the dishwasher to boil. So you're using the stove, so you're not gonna get the right kind of consistency that you really want with the toast. And I see that you're starting from the bread phase, okay?
I've been doing this
my
for
question
3
is, why
hours.
didn't you start with the toast? Seriously, I feel like I'm talking to a first grader over here. In order to make toast, you need toast, okay? Not bread, toast. See, this is why I tell everybody to go to the living room and start cooking before you go to the kitchen, okay? See, because the carpet is the foundation of the meal and the couch is just what it's gonna take you there. The first meal that I ever had was a plate of Play-Doh with a side of Lego. Everybody comes from somewhere, right? Well, guess what? You're starting from nowhere right now. I don't know what the
wasted
fuck
so
I'm
much
looking at.
bread.
You're just doing it all wrong, boy. I said you're doing
just
it all
want to
wrong.
eat
The fact that you didn't even put it on a heated plate just says it all. I said, put the plate backwards, boy. Put the plate back. Oh, brother, it's amateur hour, boy, out here. It's amateur hour.
Now we're gonna feed the boss.
Well, damn. I'm not even sure if I can show that on YouTube. I didn't even know. That shit was a sack of potatoes. Looks like 2 watermelons being smacked around in a beanbag. That thing balls as big as my head. And my head fat as fuck. Them bitches are swinging with some torque. Them bitches trying to swing off your body. That's the next generation smacking his leg constantly. Thank you for swinging by the Void Cafe. On your way out, be sure to like, subscribe, and smile for the cameraman. And if you're staying for a little bit longer, there are plenty of videos on the menu just for you.